Lamborghini lost their mind? Because, you see, Lamborghinis, they went up as posters up in my teenage bedroom. They were the makers of iconic sports cars like the sensuous Miura, or then, well, the wedge-shaped Countach, or then the more recent, beautifully made, well-crafted Huracan. Now, they have gone ahead and made an SUV. That's like an Italian fine dine place famous for its bespoke oven-baked pizzas, now adding a hamburger to its menu list. So, has Lamborghini lost their mind? No, you have. There are hints of its other supercars in the design, a bit of the Aventador up front, a bit of the Huracan at the rear. But look closely at the bulging fenders and you'll see hints of Urus's granddaddy, the legendary LM002 SUV. Even inside, it's a proper Lamborghini through and through. There's lots of Alcantara, these leather sport seats feel spectacular, and there is an ego driving mode that lets you be the boss. There are a couple of extra seats on the inside as well. This then is a Lambo for the family. Not so family friendly though is what's under that hood. A twin-turbo 4-litre V8 engine producing 650 horses and 850 Newton meters of torque. Ladies and gentlemen, Lamborghini has certainly lost their mind because they've made one of the fastest SUVs in the world, Urus. We are not going to contest the horsepower or torque claims, not on these roads while driving in a convoy, but even on partial throttle, you can feel the vast reserves of power that the Urus comes with. This is a 4-wheel drive SUV that comes with all the jazz of advanced torque vectoring, electronic anti-roll stabilization so that you can really corner the car flat and flat out. But the most interesting part that really gets me excited in any car, and especially in the Urus, is the rear wheel steering. The rear wheel steering is going to be very handy because it's going to help you negotiate tight turns and bends very, very effectively. It reduces the wheelbase of the car virtually by 600 millimeters. The adaptive air suspension also will allow you to raise the ground clearance all the way up to 213 millimeters. It takes Lambo DNA to really make a car of this size and shape. The acceleration numbers for a car like this is mind-blowing. It does 0 to 100 KMPH in about 3.6 seconds. That is super sport territory. And the top speed of this is, I'm not interested in knowing that. It's enough. The hugely humongous carbon ceramic discs, they stop this car from 100 kmph to 0 in 33.7 meters. This very beautiful engine start-stop button that gives me the feeling of sitting in a jet fighter cockpit. And to the left is a very smartly placed lever that allows me to toggle through different modes. There's the Strada, Sport and Corsa for tarmac. And then there's the Sabbia, Terra and Neve for off-road modes. Alright, so how do we sum it up? Now, if you're still convinced that the Italian brand here has lost their mind, well, now's your last chance to change your mind. Because the Urus here makes Lamborghini way more accessible, and undoubtedly it's going to go on and become Lamborghini's best sold car ever made. The Urus, ladies and gentlemen, exists so that they can make more of record-shattering Aventador SVJ's naturally aspirated Performante Huracan. The Urus exists so that teenage bedroom posters do not go extinct. Ladies and gentlemen, the Urus exists because Lamborghini does.